Donald Trump just gave a disastrous press conference at the White House following China's nuclear threat. Xi Jinping just successfully test-fired nuclear-capable ballistic missiles carrying a training simulation warhead from a strategic submarine into the Pacific high seas. This triggered a massive condemnation from New Zealand, Japan, Papua New Guinea. They said this was a threat to regional stability. I'll show you what Donald Trump just said at the White House. This also follows North Korea test firing 12 long-range nuclear-capable cruise missiles in rapid succession from one of its destroyers. You can see right there. This also follows Russia escalating its attack on Kyiv. You also had Ukraine launching drone strikes 2,500 kilometers or 3,000 kilometers into Russia on one of its biggest oil facilities over there. Donald Trump's speech also follows tens of millions of mourners at Ayatollah Khomeini's funeral. You see right here in Tehran as Professor Morandi, who's on the negotiating team with MB Ghalibaf and Iraq, she says, "Don't worry, Piers Morgan, we're all AI." And this is an actual image of the size and scope of the mourners who are out there, showing really a show of force there in Iran. So with all of these developments happening in the past 24 hours or so, what's Donald Trump doing, right? This is a time where we want our leaders to deliver a speech that could speak to the moment, can speak to the American people, something that's nonpartisan, something that is assuring us that everything's going to be okay and that it's all under control. Donald Trump just walked out. He said that we're doing a speech right here for like a luncheon with all of his rich friends at the White House. The bankers are all there, the hedge funds, the private equity, everybody is there as he's refusing to sign the housing affordability bill. And he says, Nicki Minaj is here. She's the administrator of the Small Business Association. We gave Nicki a job. She's the head of small business. What? Here, play this clip.
Person who's doing a phenomenal job at the SBA, small business. Nicki Minaj, who's so incredible. They call it small business, Nicki, but when you add it up, it's bigger than any bank probably in the world, right? I don't know.
And then Donald Trump says, the only issue we have trouble fighting here in D.C. are crimes of passion. Do you know what that is? This group, referring to all of his rich oligarchs who are at this lunch, he says, you probably know about crimes of passion. Kind of disgusting thing is this sexual predator saying right now. Here, play this clip.
The only thing we have a hard time stopping is a crime of passion. Do you know what that is, anybody? Was anybody in? This is a group that probably knows something about crimes of passion. But these crimes of passion we can't do much about.
And then Donald Trump talks about ringing the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange bell at the same time. He says it was so beautiful to do. He had Michael Dell from the company Dell behind him. The Dell stock soared after Donald Trump said all of these things about Dell today. And then Donald Trump said, I'm keeping the bell that NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange gave him. I'm not returning the bell. Play this clip.
This morning, many of you joined me in the Oval Office for the ringing of the opening bell, and something happened that was incredible. Never happened before. We had the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, the top of both. These are great people, but they never did a bell and opening together. This is the first time. And there's the bell right there. And I said, it's so beautiful. I'm not giving it back. I don't know if it's supposed to go back, but they're going to have to fight like hell to get it back. We're not giving it back. Do you understand that, Scott? Don't let it leave. It's so beautiful. But that's the bell we rang.
And then Donald Trump gives a shout out to everybody who's attending this lunch. He says, I got the biggest guys in Wall Street here today. Goldman Sachs, Blackstone, BlackRock. They're all here. That's great, Donald, that they're all here while the American people are suffering. And I'm highlighting what's going on right now internationally. And this is what you're doing. I just want everybody to be aware that this is what's going on right now. See for yourself. Play this clip.
A lot of you Wall Street guys, I see Larry and I see some of the biggest guys in Wall Street, David, Goldman Sachs, Blackstone, BlackRock, they're all here. And think of it, I'm making them all geniuses. Every one of them is a genius. Is anybody doing poorly if you are?
Then Donald Trump says, okay, when it comes to all of these threats that are taking place, he goes, I'm going to be okay, though. I'll be fine because we're building a ballroom and a tremendous military center in the White House that was supposed to be top secret. But then I got sued, and all of these lawsuits revealed my plans of turning the White House into a military bunker. By the way, before the lawsuit was filed against Trump, when they were talking about demolishing the East Wing, before the East Wing was even demolished, do you remember on the MeidasTouch, the video that we did when we said they're going to turn it into a military installation and they're going to spend billions of dollars to create this bunker and to update the bunker that was there, remember? And there were lots of people who were attacking MeidasTouch. Oh, you guys, there's no evidence of, remember when we reported on that? Here's what he says. Play this clip.
The building itself, that's been redone and it's been done beautifully. And the best thing and the biggest thing that we're doing is we're building a ballroom and a tremendous military center. That was supposed to be top secret, but it's no longer top secret because no matter what you do, you get sued. They sue because they think the ballroom's too big, the ballroom's too small. I don't like the color of the ceiling. We don't like, you get sued. In this world we're living, especially if your name is Trump, you get sued. And you get sort of good at it after a while.
If you're looking to feel your best this summer, don't just think skin deep, think cell deep. That's one of the reasons I like Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet. It gives you a structured, science-backed way to target fat loss, support lean muscle, and help reset your metabolism all in just 5 days. What I like is that everything is prepackaged for you, so you get plant-based soups, snacks, and beverages labeled by day, so there's no guesswork, meal prep, or planning. It's designed to nourish your body while keeping it in a fasting state to support cellular rejuvenation. No matter the season, when I'm craving a real reset, Prolon is the nutrition program that works for me. It's convenient, backed by decades of scientific research, and it delivers real results. Ready for your own reset for a limited time? Prolon is offering Meidas listeners 15% off site-wide, plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe to their 5-day program. Just visit prolonlife.com/Meidas. That's prolonlife.com/MEIDAS to claim your 15% discount and your bonus gift. Again, that's prolonlife.com/Meidas, prolonlife.com/MEIDAS to get 15% off site-wide, plus your $40 bonus gift.
And then he says how the girls in Washington, D.C. now for the first time feel that they can walk the streets of D.C. and the rich guys over here who are old and rich as hell, they can't walk because they're rich as hell. Play this clip.
They said, you've made it a safe city. I've never seen, people have never seen anything like it. Washington, D.C., every day somebody says thank you. I know immediately what they're saying. Young women that walk to work at White House, they used to take Uber, and they felt unsafe because the Uber car was robbed. And dangerous, they'd shoot people. That doesn't happen anymore. The girls are working to work, and the young guys are walking to work, and the older guys, if they can walk, they walk. Half of them can't walk because they made too much money. A lot of these guys here, they can't walk, but they're rich as hell.
And then he says, we're protected, though, because our soldiers, they're so strong physically. They're so handsome. They're so good looking. Have you seen how strong and good looking our soldiers look in Washington, D.C.? Play this clip.
We'd like to have strong soldiers. I want my soldiers to be strong physically. And we have strong soldiers. And when the bad guys see our soldiers out on the streets of Washington, and you saw that, Jeff, you were saying, you said, I never saw so many big, strong, good-looking people. And it's all based on merit. So our military's got merit-based. Everything we do is merit-based.
And then he talks about how when he went to England, he spoke with King Charles about William the Conqueror. And he said, I wanted to call you Charles the Conqueror. Here, play this clip.
I said to Charles, who built this? This place is incredible. William the Conqueror. I said, oh, William the Conqueror. Was he a nice man? Charles said, no, he was extremely strong and very tough. I said, I figure with the name William the Conqueror, I would think, what do you think? I think he'd be tough, Michael. What do you think? I said, we have to come up with a good name for you, Charles. Maybe Charles the Conqueror. No, please. But William the Conqueror built a great building. But we are building one that's going to top them all. And
he goes back and he talks more about drones. Play this clip.
But we were able to get 921 people in. And this will hold many times that numbers of people without the tables as seats. And bulletproof, drone-proof, missile-proof in many cases, and beautiful at the same time. And a big military component, including on the roof, a drone port. Can you believe we have a drone port? And it's like no other. So we're doing a great service. It's great national security. We also take care of a need. Every president said, this is crazy.
By the way, here's the opening bell. This is what he did when he rang the opening bell. You can see the kids there who were just incredibly bored. Take a look right here. Another picture from Reuters. Evan Vucci of children sitting through Trump's remarks in the Oval Office. This is what went down earlier. You can see for yourself here. Let's play this clip.
Just a few minutes. No, right now. Oh, Trump accounts will benefit. So ring the bell, Mr. President.
And then you'll recall that earlier, Donald Trump threatened to attack and invade Iran again. Remember, he said that. Let's play it.
Maybe making a deal. I don't know. We'll make either. Look, we're going to win one way or the other. We're either going to make a deal or we're going to finish the job. Okay? And it won't be tough to finish the job. I'd rather make a deal because I don't want to affect 91 million people. We can knock down their bridges in 1 hour. We can knock out their energy supply, all of those big plants that they built, big, beautiful, modern plants. They had a lot of money. They don't have any money now. We haven't given them any money. But we can knock out their electricity and power generating plants in, I would say, a small part of an afternoon. Every plant will be gone. And they know that.
And then he said nobody ever heard of the Strait of Hormuz. Let's play it.
The Strait and the famous Strait of Hormuz, nobody ever heard of, but that is some big money machine, I'll tell you what, when you look at the numbers, Michael.
And then he said that he'll be making a deal very soon with Ukraine and Russia. Even though he promised he would do it right after the election, day one after the election, it's about to happen. Don't worry, everything looks good. Here, play it.
I think we're getting much closer than people realize, and President Putin wants it to end. I will tell you that very strongly. A good call. And President Zelensky actually wants it to end now. And we're going to be going to NATO, and we're going to be talking about it. And I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it ended. It's been terrible.
There you have it. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.